So if you watched my NASCAR news video yesterday, you will know that Sonoma Raceway is throwing it back in 2019 to the glory days of Sears Point for their 2019 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race. They will be running the full GP Grand Prix circuit at Sonoma, which includes, of course, the famous carousel. And what better way to see what this is going to be like, give you a little bit of a preview of 2019, then to go to Project Cars 2 and try it out for ourselves. As you can see, thankfully, in this game included is a current generation Ford Fusion stock car, aka a NASCAR. Though the Fusion will not race in 2019, it will be replaced by the Mustang body style. The point remains the same. It's going to be very interesting to see how stock cars react 20 years later to this layout of the track. As you saw, the carousel hairpin, very different to what we've come to expect from Sonoma Raceway. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get some side-by-side action through there. This is very difficult, much more difficult layout than the current NASCAR layout. Very undulating, lots of crests of hills, and in a heavy stock car with not so great brakes, not so great tires, and not so great downforce. It is a very challenging task. So this should be very, very interesting from a racing perspective. If you're curious, I'm on max AI 120% with 70 aggression, and I'm running the default circuit stable setup. And I haven't really changed anything with it. I found I'm pretty comfortable with that and can run competitive lap times with the max AI. So without any further ado, let's go stock car racing at Sears Point. So here we are at Sonoma Raceway. Before we start our 8-lap race, I'd like to take you on the pace lap because I'd like to describe the track in a stress-free or less stressful environment because I am going full hardcore sim racer with the wheel, the pedals, the 3 pedals, and the H-pattern gearbox. I use the clutch on this track, though you don't have to with a modern stock car, as is realistic, but I prefer to use the clutch, just feel like it gives me better rhythm. So you will recognize this part of the track if you're a NASCAR fan. I'm not telling you anything new by describing this part, but here we go into the new section. Normally NASCAR goes straight here, but we're going to be taking a right-handed 90-degree corner down this hill and then bottoming out and preparing for this uphill right-handed sweeper. Car gets very loose, unsettled through there. Then over the crest of the hill, you got to brake as well here because we're going to be going into the carousel. The important, very difficult corner here. Look at the elevation drop-off, several stories down, and then we head out to the right onto the curbs here. I think a lot of people are going to be off in the dirt over there. Going to be very difficult, and then we go down this little short straightaway, which actually sets up one of the better passing zones on this track. Double apex hairpin. Very important to get the curb right, get your apex right here, and then we head on to familiar territory. The S's, of course, NASCAR fans will know this because it's been used virtually every year, or it has been used every year, let's just say that. But it's very difficult in the 3,500-pound stock car, particularly this left-right chicane. Very easy to lose time through there. And as we form up for the grid, we're going to be heading into perhaps the toughest corner on this whole track, this very fast right-handed sweeper. That is a tough corner to get right. So here we go, heading down into the hairpin, the full-length hairpin. That's why that corner previous is so important, because this corner will lead you back onto the main straightaway to start another lap. So here we go. Coming down for a Sears Point throwback. We're underway and racing down to the first corner. Are there going to be problems? There might be. Oh, we had to slow down behind the 60 car. The 66 is going to go to the inside. Going to be 3 wide heading into the first corner. Oh, 1 car off. The 1 car is off. 2 cars spin at turn 1. We're hanging in there right now. Head over the hill, almost got to the inside of the 66 car. Gonna send it in there. Can I get to him? No, I can't, not yet. Oh, the 66 is pretty slow. I think I can get him. Gotta get the braking right. It's very easy to lock the rear brakes going into that corner, into the carousel. And then you're off in the dirt and shoot out of luck. Oh, that's a big counter steer out. Gotta be careful in the horsepower there. braking early because I think there's going to be a bit of a stack up, and indeed there is. It went over the curb. Going to be going over the curb again underneath the 66 car. Couldn't quite get him this time. Going to slow it up for the S's here. Got a little bit of push. Well, that wasn't as good through there as I would have liked. Staying in third gear here. A little bit of brake, a lot of understeer. Out on the curb again. Didn't get that quite right. Down into the hairpin for the first time. And that's a lap at speed of Steers Point. Staying in third gear up the hill here. Get down to second gear. Definitely missed the apex there, no doubt about it. Staying in second gear. A little bit of rev limiter there. Find that apex curve. I always find I gain a lot of time through there. Get a bit too wide through that 90-degree corner. Gotta make sure I don't lock up the brakes through here. Almost went in a little too easy and went off by not using enough brakes. Right next to the curb, so I've lost a little bit of time here, so I can make this up, I think. There's some good driving. I know that's a big ask, though. You can make up so much time through here, but you have to be so careful to get the power on correctly, which I did there, actually. It wasn't bad. Push, 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 out to the curb. Down all the way next to the inside curbing, out to the wall. Just a little bit of contact. That's the Tony Stewart line through there. It was successful for him, why can't it be successful for me? Really threw it in there. Again, probably should have been in second gear a little bit earlier there. You can see a loss of time. So I'm going to work on these apexes. Hit them properly. That wasn't bad. Not bad.
That's your best first section so far. Great job.
And the spotter confirms, or the race engineer confirms what I just said. Definitely a little bit of brake lock up there, or at least car was just a little bit uneasy going over the top of that hill, but I guess that's part of the course. We should be able to get the 66 car. Whoa, that was almost a spin. I unloaded the rear a little too much. Definitely faster through there than the 66 car. And here it looks like as well. Moving kind of early, find that apex curve. Yes, sirree, Bob. Here we go. My first gear. Is he going to turn in on me? No, he's not. I got a lot of wheel cranked in it. Oh! That was very close. If I didn't shove him into the wall, I'd be very surprised. I think I would kind of a little bit dirty to him there. I raced him a little bit daddy. Here we go, second gear early that time. That was better. I stay in second gear there because it's almost not worth shifting up to third, though I missed my apex that I gained so much time on right there. Down the hill, that's another tough braking zone. Again, you've got a 3,500-pound stock car and you're braking down a hill in it. Ooh, there's a little bit of a rear brake lock up there. Car was just a little bit unstable on the curbing. And out of that corner. Ooh, that would have been a wheel hop, I think. I think I went in there a little too aggressively. And aggressive almost went around there. Try to make up some time through here. On the throttle right out next to the curb. I think I quite had that apex right, but it's all right. Down to the hairpin, definitely making up some time on the 3 car on Dale. Just got to nail every apex. Ooh, that was close. That was definitely almost making contact with the tire barrier right there, over the curbing.
Fastest first section you've done so far. Great stuff.
And I was at least rewarded for my bravery, as you can hear. I slowed down so early for that crest of the hill, but it's necessary to get the run and not have to get the car out of shape. There we go. I carried a lot more speed into the corner that time. Continuing to carry the speed out right next to the curb. I'll tell you what, this is a workout. Building up a nice little sweat here. A lot of work to drive a stock car on the road course. Almost had the rear brakes locked up there a little too much.
Nice one. QPB.
We're setting personal best lap times. But we're not setting lap times that are going to threaten the leaders. As I used 3rd gear that time, it's just good to try new things every now and then. And so much of this is rhythm. Just getting the rhythm right. Knowing where your shift points are, where your braking points are, and where the car is going to want to go. There we go, much better through there. Brakes. Maybe went in a little too aggressively to the apex that time. Really cranked the wheel in there. Woohoo! A little bit of a buck on the way out. I've actually picked up the throttle mid-corner there. I think it helped with my grip level. It's kind of like driving an open wheel car. You lose a grip, you consider using more throttle. Pick that downforce back up, I suppose. Ooh. Tried to be a little too aggressive finding the apex of that corner because I've made up so much time through there. Definitely eats the tires up though on this track, as we found out when I ran the IndyCar. Definitely had the back of the car sliding on the way into the carousel that time. A little bit of a brake lockup. A little bit of curb usage. brakes, find those apexes. Oh, no, that's not an apex. That is going off the track, killing a cone in the process. And my rhythm is all screwed up. It's all screwed up through there. A little bit of a granny shift to the third that time.
Almost there. Final lap now.
All right, white flag. A little bit of curving there. Trying to focus a lot here on this last lap because I definitely feel like the tires are wearing quite a bit. Don't want to make too many mistakes, then you see me counter steering out of the carousel as we get it down right next to the apex curve. You can see the push though. Woo-hoo! Oversteer or understeer into oversteer. That's always a fun way to go about doing things. There you hear it, best sector 2 time. Not going to be the best sector 3 time though as I go off the track. It's okay, the 66 car is still way behind me. So as long as I don't absolutely make a meal out of it, as the British would say, here in the final corner. Be able to hang on to this position. Maybe should have turned the AI down a tad, but I still think we had a fairly competitive race, made some passes, avoided some wrecks, and doing a power slide out of the final corner for good measure. So that's what Sonoma will look like next year, somewhat. Obviously, it wasn't a 3-stage race or something like that, but I think we got a good idea of what to expect. So I actually ended up coming home 9th. Dale was certainly okay there. Let's see what the lap times were like. So I was certainly faster than the guys behind. Well, I wasn't as faster than Steve there, but Steve obviously was involved in that wreck early on, but he was catching back up. But Jacob Uberschaft de Safferfield, I think that's how you pronounce that, was way back. So those were the 2 cars involved on the wreck on the start. And amazingly, I only passed 1 car. I definitely felt like I passed more. But yeah, there's your top 10, I guess you could say. So NASCAR Sonoma 2019, what did you think of that? I certainly had a good time. I think the car's actually pretty suited to this circuit. It's kind of surprising. It definitely felt racy to me. There were places you could make up time. There were places where wrecks happened, as you see there. Yeah, I think this is a passing grade. I think this is a good change. It's certainly a driver's track, no doubt about it. There's a lot more time in that track, a lot of ways to make up time, and you definitely have to have your rhythm correct and proper, otherwise you're in a lot of trouble. But again, let me know down in the comments what you think of it. Let me know if you've tried this. Let me know if you've done a 1:37 lap time or maybe even faster on this track. Certainly I think there's a little bit more time in it with a good setup. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Project Cars 2, NASCAR, and motorsport content. We'll see you in the next video.